Hey everyone, it's Dee from Dee's Divine Guidance here for the sign of Leo for October of 2019. Alright, so what you're going to get in this video is the message from Spirit as well as the energy healing to go along with it to release any energy or trapped emotions around it, but I'll explain that later. Also, if you like these videos and if you like the energy healing, I do these every single week in the Divine Empress Club. It's an hour long every single week. You can join me live or you can get the recordings. And there's also a huge library in there with over 30 to 40 healing videos already on all different topics, archangels, chakras, all that good stuff, plus some challenges. There's so much in there. And it is at an affordable price. So if you are looking for a way to work with me and my one-on-ones you can't really afford, or my courses you can't really afford, then this is the best way, next best way to work with me. All right, a lot of healing is done. You get a community of wonderful, wonderful women all in there. So you can check out the link, see what it's all about. It is in the description box and the comments below. And you can dive deep into all of that. You get instant access as soon as you sign up. And I also do live tarot twice a month. Okay, I just posted the schedule in Facebook, so you can check that out too. Alrighty, let's see what we have going on for our Leos. As a fellow Leo, I'm like, let's dive into this. Let me just connect and see what Spirit has to say for us this month. Okay, so here we go. So the overall energy of the month is the Knight of Wands. Action. This month is all about, I feel like that with the new moon coming in, we gained a lot of clarity. The end of September was all about putting things into perspective and gaining a lot of clarity around our lives and around the way we want our lives to be. And the month of October is now, because I feel like the month of September was a little rough for us Leos. You know, in the beginning, we didn't know how to feel. There was a lot of things coming up for us. And towards the end of the month with the new moon, the new moon, not the full moon, the new moon coming in, it gained a lot of clarity. So the new moon in Libra really gained that clarity. Again, I'm not an astrologer, so my energy around the new moon might be different from what astrologers say, but with the energy that I felt, it was clarity. And with this clarity, in the month of October now, it is time to take action. It is time to go 100% in and put everything on the line that you have and take action towards the clarity that you gained. Now, again, remember these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But definitely whatever it was for you, if it was work, if it was relationships, if it was love, if it was friends, if it was money, if it was business, entrepreneurship, whatever it is for you, now it's time to take the action in October. I feel the energy is so strong in October and that there's so much divine energy coming in our favor. Okay, now towards the end of October, I feel like it might shift a little bit because I do think that the retrograde is coming in. Again, don't quote me on that, but I feel like we need to use the energy right now in the beginning of October and in the middle of October before the end of October comes, so we can put things in place so that by the time the energy starts to shift a little bit, we have already done it. So it's like now or never. Take the time, do what you got to do. Wow, this is going to be some reading. That was only one card. Okay, so in the beginning of October, we have the Four of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot. So again, this is about communication, communicating what you want, putting it out there, making it clear, using your throat chakra to express what you need and what you want out of people, out of life, out of things. It's very important that you stay very, very focused this month, because this is the month that's going to propel you into 2020, they're telling me, okay? So you have to stay clear. You have to stop distracting yourself with things around you. So sometimes when we start to, and I was just doing this myself, and I was like, nope, F that, we're not doing this. When you start to succeed, when you start to put this stuff in place, you are going into another version of you. And sometimes it's very uncomfortable, and sometimes we want to self-sabotage because we have to grow and we have to heal into that next version of yourself. And at this point, I feel like it will be very easy for you to distract yourself from what you are being divinely guided to do, or what you're feeling with that clarity that you need to do. It's going to be very easy to self-sabotage. And by self-sabotage, I mean by distracting yourself with relationships, by distracting yourself with online dating, by distracting yourself with food or shopping or getting a hobby, or whatever you think that you have to do other than what you need to do. So be very, very careful in the beginning of the month, because this is when it's like that crucial time to push forward. You've got the Chariot moving forward. You've got the Four of Wands here and the King of Pentacles. Like, you need to communicate in order to get to that energy of having. I'm also feeling that the Magician card here, we don't have it here, but the Magician, like, to manifest what you want, that vision that you have, the clarity that you got. It's very important to stay focused and to communicate even to yourself. Write it down, write it in a journal. Just communicate and put as much down on paper as you can, so that you don't lose it when the energy starts to shift. But I don't want you to just write it. I want you to start taking action, because that's what that Knight of Wands is all about. And you got the Page of Pentacles and the Chariot. So this is you moving forward, but it takes effort, right? They're bringing my attention to these horses here, and I've never really read this card like this, but these horses here, and it's like you've got to know how to control those horses on which way to go. And it's the same thing this month, is that you've got to know how to control your mind and your thoughts, so that you can propel forward, that you can go in the right direction here. So it's just like the Chariot. It takes knowledge, it takes effort, it takes learning, it takes healing in order to get to that point where you can control your mind so much that you lead it to the right place, and you lead it to the happiness, and you lead it to the abundance and the success that you are wanting so bad. In the middle of the month here, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Two of Cups, we have the Hangman, and we have the Two of Wands here. All right, so I am feeling like, I'm feeling like this is where the distractions are coming in, is in the middle of the month. And you've got to take a little bit of a break and to really gain that clarity again. So that's why I'm going to really recommend to you that you write things down. If you're seeing this in the beginning of the month, to write it down so that you can go back to it. And when you're in this energy of knowing exactly what you want and what you want to go after, it's nice to be able to come back to that and say, oh shit, I forgot. Like, this is what I was feeling. This is what I wanted. And to get yourself back in that energy. Because I feel like towards the middle of the month, you might burn out a little bit. And it might be because you're not really following your intuition. You're more following your analytical mind. And I want you to also be aware of that. Is that follow the guidance of your inner self. Okay, of your higher self, really. But it feels like your inner self. And to follow the guidance, which, when you're successful, it doesn't feel like you're working, and it doesn't feel like you're going to burn out when you're being divinely guided. So that's what they're showing me here, is that some of you might say, okay, I'm so clear, I'm going to go after this, and force it. And that's not what we're saying here. You are being divinely guided with what you need to do, but you just need to follow it and do the next thing that comes to you. The Two of Cups comes in here along with the Hangman. So you might have to, and this is maybe going along the lines of what I was just saying, is realign what you're doing. Look at it in a different way, especially maybe in a relationship. Maybe there's a partnership here that's on the rocks, or maybe you're trying to figure out, they're making me feel like you're trying to figure out each other, like around each other, and how not to push each other's buttons, but also how to have boundaries and like all of this stuff. So to look at it in a different way with the Hangman here. All right, give me a minute because I'm not connecting completely with the second row here. Yeah, they're making me feel like the middle of October is like you're taking a time out to explore a different option, and you got to change the perspective and choose which way you're going to go. And again, I think I've already said it, that I feel like this is when the distractions come in. I feel like it's going to be a person, a job opportunity, or something that is going to deter you from getting on that original path of that clarity that you got at the end of September. So be very, very careful, because with the Two of Wands, to me, it's always like, which way are you going to go? Are you going to go with the clarity way? That's why I say write it down, because you got to go back there when you feel like you're being distracted or somebody comes into your life or whatever it is. It's like, are you ready for that, or did you want to pursue this over here? Which way are we going here, right? Because I do feel like the universe will test you. I do feel like they will throw things in your way to see if you're ready. If you're ready for what they have to give you, because they're not going to waste it. So they're going to throw things in front of you and say, are they ready, or are they going to go with that? Are they ready, or are they going to choose this option instead? Are they going to take the easy way out? Where they have their free will, what are they going to do with it? Are they going to follow our guidance, follow that intuition, or are they going to go the opposite way? And I really feel like the middle of October, you have to really look and be aware and change the perception of this shiny object that comes into your way in the middle of October. Are you going to go after the shiny object, which you don't really know, what the future holds, or are you going to go with that clarity and the divine guidance that you're being guided with to get what you want out of life, with which then, surprise, entails whatever that little shiny object is. Okay, so which way are you going to choose? So be very careful in the middle of October, and because you got Two of Cups, you got Two of Wands, and you got the Two of Pentacles. So to me, this is all about, so you got 222. So if your angel number is 222, it's here for you. Know that you're in the right place at the right time. But, these are very early developments, I will say. So know that you're being divinely guided, but know that this is just the start. Okay, so you got the Two of Pentacles, so you're balancing a lot. You got the Page of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Three of Cups. So what I am saying is that if you do not get distracted and you stay on path in the middle of October, you are going to get everything that you wanted. You have this Ace of Swords, a brand new beginning, and sometimes what you want is just a change of the way you think, to be happy, especially with the swords, because this is all internal thoughts and emotions, is just to feel good, right? It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be friendships and relationships and all of this. It could just be like, listen, I just don't want to cry every day. Or I don't want to feel numb inside anymore. Or I don't want to have anxiety anymore. I just want to be able to relax. And that's all here for you. But you have to choose in the middle of October here. Which way are you going to go? Are you going to follow the old pattern cycles of self-sabotage? Or are you going to say, you know what? Fuck that. And I'm going to move forward and trust whatever I'm being guided to do and see where it brings me. Because you know what? I know where the old cycles bring me. Unhappiness, numbness, disappointment, fear, all of that. I'm going to choose anything but that now. So I refuse to self-sabotage. I refuse to be distracted. And I want to stay in my own lane. Nobody else's drama's coming in my way. And we're going to move forward. Okay? Because I know that whatever is forward has to be better than what's behind. Because I already know what that leads me to. All right? So definitely really important to realize that and which way you're going to go here. So, and when you do that with the Ace of Wands, when you give yourself that opportunity to release the distractions, release the drama, you start this brand new beginning here, and it forms new relationships, new bonds, new thoughts. I'm being drawn to the full moon too, so be very aware of the full moon. You have another full moon here, so be very aware of the full moon this month, which I think is around the 13th or so. Don't quote me on that one. But so be very aware of that full moon, because it's going to bring you a lot of energy, which is, again, also in the middle. So use that energy to propel forward. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some energy healing. If you haven't done this with me before, I'm going to connect to the divine energy, to your energy. You're just going to close your eyes and listen to some music. I'm going to release any blocked emotions or trapped emotions or blocked energy in your chakras, and hopefully you feel relaxed after. Okay, and feel a little bit lighter. All right, so go ahead, hopefully this is still on, and take a deep breath in. And I do pull some more cards throughout, so stay tuned and you can listen to what comes up. And go ahead and let that out. I'm going in with the intention here to block the distractions for you. All right, make it easier for you to say no to these little shiny little objects that come in that are going to deter you from the path that you need to be on. So go ahead and take one more deep breath in. And go ahead and let it out. Whatever thoughts come in, just let them come in and let them go out. Here we go. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. And let it out. And take another deep breath in. Give your body a nice stretch. And go ahead and let that out. So beautiful, beautiful energy I felt through that. I actually got a little bit emotional because just the purple energy here, which is that, third eye, being able to see, the energy around you and the beauty of it. The cards that came out for you is the Death card and the Hermit. So total transformation of the self from within. So really excited for you guys. Use this energy. Keep pushing forward no matter how scared you are, no matter how much that you want to give up. Like, just keep pushing forward just a little bit longer, just for this month of October. Like, don't give up yet, because it is coming. Everything that you've worked so hard for is coming, but you gotta limit the distractions and the self-sabotage to get you back to your old patterns. Like, this is a new you. It is a transformation. The death card to me is like the butterfly. It is like you are ready to shed your layers and use your wings, right? To come out of the cocoon and to not shed, to fly, right? So I can't think of the word I want to use, but um, to just have the wings. See, he's got wings here. It's the angel of death. Like, death isn't always bad. Letting go is not always bad, because when you let go, there's new beginnings. And I posted on Facebook about fall, about, when the leaves are changing colors. Like, change is beautiful sometimes. And change is beautiful. I'm just going to say change is beautiful, because it leads you to new beginnings. And, letting go doesn't have to be hard, and that new beginnings are right around the corner, and that's what the leaves in the fall season remind me of, and it's beautiful. So this is definitely a transformation from within, and it is leading you into the person that you need to be for the life that you want to create, and that life is right here, right now. So be in it, and don't let the fear come over. You've got the Three of Pentacles, and that fear, you're always going to work through fear. Fear is never going to leave you, so you have to work through the fear in order to keep going forward, because the fear is going to always spring you back. So make sure that you recognize the fear, make sure that you are aware that it is just fear and that it's from your ego wanting to protect you. So therefore, just keep moving forward despite the fear. I get fear every single day. Still, as spiritual I am, as Reiki master, as everything, the fear always comes in. But you have to recognize it, and you have to say, you know what, thank you very much, but I'm doing it anyway. So keep going, keep pushing, and this is yours for the taking, okay? The new beginning. So I hope that resonates with you. Much love. If you are interested in working with me more every week, go ahead and join the Divine Empress Club and getting tarot every month, at least twice a month. So join that. I hope to see you guys in there. And I want this so bad for you. I want it for me, so I definitely want it for you. I love my Leos. So therefore, let's do this, guys. Let's join our energy together, push forward, get the support that we need to fight through our fear, and let's do this. All right, much love to you. Again, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment below. Let me know what you thought about the energy healing and the death card. I don't know, it's bringing my attention. Yeah, and join me in the Divine Empress in the comments or the description box, blah, blah, blah. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos. Much love, Leos. I will talk to you soon. Bye.